Hi everyone, welcome back to the Chosen One by Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your support. Today's word for tough times is God says stop trying to make your daughter be like you. Some of you as a mother, you have to understand your daughter. You can't make your daughter be like you. Okay, stop trying to force your daughter to dress like you, be like you, eat like you, all this crazy stuff. Your daughter came out different. Some of your daughters came out fast. Some of your daughters just don't want to have a relationship with God. Some of your daughters want to do what they want to do. But I'm going to tell you this, as a mother, you do the best that you can. You cannot live your life for your child. Your child have to find themselves. They have to make their own mistakes. As a parent, yes, it may be hard. It may be frustrated. But listen, even if your child have, mental illness, or if your child is trying to harm themselves, or if your child is just going through a lot in life, or maybe they just want attention. Sometimes 9 out of 10, your child is crying out for help. Mom, I need you to focus on me. Definitely when you giving all attention to the other kids. I remember growing up, and I'm just being honest, I remember growing up, my parents, they was giving us attention, but sometimes I felt like I wasn't getting a lot of attention. And I went through some things when I was in high school, and I had to talk to my counselor. I was like, my parents, they give so much attention to everything else, but not me. And the lady would talk to me. She said, well, maybe they busy, maybe they doing a lot. My parents used to travel a lot, and I needed attention. I was crying out, and I was like, I need my parents. My parents was always traveling. They was always going different places, and I was like 17, 18 years old, just going through a lot. And I don't know, when you like 17, 18, you go through a lot, life really hits you. And I was like, I need, my parents, I need them to, listen to me and stuff. My parents wouldn't even listen. So I prayed, I talked to God, and, when I went to a meeting with my parents and my counselor told them, they said, look, Ashley needs you to pay attention to her. She needs y'all to really listen to her. And they listen, because let me tell you this, when your child is crying out for help, you need to listen to your kids, because at the end of the day, if something go wrong, you can't blame nobody but yourself at the end of the day, because kids right now, God is my witness, kids are crying out. I remember when my son was at school and he was showing off, and I was like, I talked to him on the phone. I said, what's wrong, son? He said, you know, this was a long time ago. He was like, I just want my dad. At the time, his father wasn't dead. And I was like, Lord, if it's your will, you bring him back to us if it's for him to be in our life. And God brought him back. One day, I'm not even lying, one day my son was sitting at this table. And we had another table before this. And he was sitting at the kitchen table. He had crayons, and he was drawing me, his dad, and his sister, and him. And I said, what is that? He said, that's me, you, dad, and Anita. And he said, my daddy coming back, watch. And soon later, his father came back in the picture. So let me tell you this, kids know things before we may know. And let me tell you, if your child crying out for help, you need to pay attention, because like I said, you can't blame nobody but yourself. And like I said, all you can do the best that you can. Stop trying to live for your kids. Let your kids fall on their face. It's okay to let them fall. It's okay to let them make mistakes, because they have to learn. They want to be around the wrong people. They want to smoke. They want to get high. Let them fall. Let them trip. Let them come to you and say, Mom, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I made some mistakes. Can you show me how to act like a woman? Can you show me how I need to be? Can you show me the things? And when they tell you that they confess or they sorry or whatever, then that's when you step up. But never allow your child to be like you. Because you had a baby when you was young doesn't mean that she gonna have a baby, or doesn't mean that she gonna make the same mistakes that you did. You have to forgive your daughter. You have to forgive yourself. In order for God to do anything for you, you have to learn how to love your daughter unconditionally. Love yourself and learn from your mistakes, but stop trying to feed and teach your daughter the same way your parents did to you. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you can be hurting them in a way of, I can't trust you because you run your mouth too much, mom. And listen to me, when your daughter make a mistake, listen to me, she have to learn. I know it's hard, but these kids need to learn. They 16, 17, 18, they 19, they gotta learn from their mistakes. They cannot be baby-fied all the time. You can't teach them all the time how to be no baby. They gotta grow up. I remember when I made some mistakes in high school and middle school and stuff like that, I had to learn. My parents, they taught us and they told us, look, you better get your behavior together. Listen, parents are only to guide their kids, not to tell their kids, oh, do this, do that. Listen, your job is to guide them, tell them the truth, and tell them you messed up, you need to get up. And you need to start over, and you need to go back to school. I'll give you an example. If your kid trying to skip school, they don't want to go to school, you tell them, you need to go to school, you need to get your education. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell them a story of why they need to go to school, but don't tell them to be like you. Listen to me. Some kids drop out of school because their parents couldn't get a job or something had happened. But all I'm saying to you is teach your kids right from wrong. You can't live for them, but guide them and tell them the truth. Even if it hurt, even if they cry. I'm on you because I love you. Kids need to know tough love, even when it hurt. Tell them the truth. I'm on you like this because I love you. Because I really want you to sit in this and let you understand that you need to get up. You gotta learn from your own mistakes. You understand? You can't live for your kids, but teach them right from wrong and let them know that I'm here with you. But you gotta listen. Even if they had a baby out of wedlock, I'm here with you. I can help you out, but you still need to go to school. Be there for your kid. Help them, guide them. But don't try to live their life for them. Let them mess up. Let them learn from their mistakes and let them say, oh, Ma, I'm sorry, I messed up. You was right. Let them learn, okay? So don't give up. Pray about all things. I love you all. Have a great, beautiful day. Keep your head up. Be strong. And know that God got you in the midst of it all. Just know that your kids going to mess up. You know, we not perfect. They have to learn from their mistakes, and they have to understand that sometimes life be lifing too much, and people be losing control of drugs, you know, doing things wrong and being around the wrong influencer. Your daughter have to learn, your son have to learn, you know, and it's all about how you raising your kids. You raising your kids flashing money, you raising your kids flashing cigarettes and they selling stuff. Listen, you gotta look at the way you teaching your kids. You understand what I'm saying? You coming from one parent household and then your mom and father wasn't there when you was growing up, and you trying to do everything the way your parents taught you. But listen, at the end of the day, you need to repent as a parent, because it starts with the head of the house. God will tell you it's the head of the house, whoever the head of the house. If it's you or the father, whoever the head of the house, you need to repent. Because once you start repenting, your kids, everything will fall back in line. It starts with you. So you need to say, Lord, forgive me for sinning. If the mother's sinning, the father's sinning, everybody's sinning, and everybody's doing things, sinning and stealing and doing all this, that's why the family is so messed up. Until somebody come to the truth, Lord, I'm sorry, I repent for messing up. And God can step in your family, and God can do some things. But it starts with you. So get back in line and repent, and God will work it out for you good. I love you. Have a great, beautiful day. Don't give up. Pray about all things. Keep your head up. Be strong. I love you all. Take care. Thank you for watching.